Hey you guys, so today I'm about to do a frontal wig install on my girl Callie, and I'm just gonna jump right into it. So she recently had some braids that she just took out. So before I got into the wash, I detangled her hair and then I washed it, because you want to always make sure you detangle your client's hair before washing it, because it just makes the wash a lot easier. So the detangling process for the blow dry will not be such a task. But she does have a lot of hair, so unfortunately, it was still a task, okay? It wasn't as hard as it would have been, but she has a lot of hair and it's very, very thick. But as you can see, I blow dried it out really good. And when I do my blow dry and my blowouts, I blow dry to basically make the hair straight, so I won't have much work to do. So after blow drying her out and braided her down, now I'm getting into the ball cap method. And all I do is just take my glue and outline her hairline. You don't want to put it on her hair, but right above the hairline. And after I do that, I take the black can of the even spray and just spray that all across the front. And then I sit her under the dryer for about 15 minutes and let that dry. And I also sew the back of the cap down, okay? So once she's dry, I take a shade of makeup that matches her skin and I just apply that all over the front of the cap. Now, you honestly can just put this in the front if you want to, but I like to just take it all the way back underneath the whole entire frontal. That's just my preference. So after that's done, I take some alcohol and I just wipe all of the makeup and any type of residue or dirt or anything, oil that could possibly be on the hairline where I am about to apply the glue. Before I do that, I take my skin protector, and these are all of my products. I sell skin protector and lace glue, and it can be found on my website. So if you'd like to purchase, make sure you check out my website and get these products. So when applying my glue, I like to use 4 layers. I don't like to use too much glue. You only just need to apply a little bit, but when you're spreading it out, make sure you are spreading it out all the way. Like, there needs to be no clumps left, no anything. So I just keep spreading and spreading until I don't see any big white clumps of glue. And you're going to see me taking my finger and just wiping some of it off, because sometimes if I feel like I come out too far, I hurry up and wipe it off before it gets dry, because the last thing you want is glue being outside of your lace. The last thing you want is to have glue outside of your lace, so just be very careful when applying. So after that's done, you can go ahead and lay the wig down and take your blow dryer on medium heat and just take the tooth of your comb and just really melt that lace in. And then I tied it down with the lace melt band, and I sewed the back of her wig down while I did that. So this wig, the lace was kind of thick and the knots were kind of big. I know you can't really see it, but I did. I like to let the bleach sit for a little while longer when I have wigs like this, just to make sure everything bleaches. So I'm just cleaning that part up with some black spray, and I went in with my concealer to just really make it look a whole lot better. So once I parted out my baby hairs, because today we're just going to do a middle part. It is like a loose water wave or something. So we just decided to do something simple today. But when I'm cutting my baby hairs, I like to kind of leave them long. I like to keep enough length on them so that when I do them, when they do dry, if I do want to cut them and make them shorter, I have room to do so. I don't like to make them too short, and then I can't really go in and change anything or fix it. And this is a method I like to do too. You can lay your finger down and kind of see how your baby hair is going to lay, so that you know exactly where you want to cut at. So that's just what I'm doing there. Like, sometimes if you don't know where to cut, that's a method that you can do. So before I do my baby hairs, or anything that's going to require me tying down something, I always like to take the hair and pull it back, or either pull the hair all up before I do anything. So I know that I am going to have to tie these baby hairs down once I get done with them. So I like to just move everything back so that I won't hassle trying to tie her hair up when I'm done with that step. And y'all, she went live, so excuse her silly faces. She's just talking to her followers right now. But yeah, so now it is time to curl the baby hairs. I know you see a lot of people curl up, and sometimes they may curl under or they may do both. But me personally, I just get better results when I curl all of my baby hairs under. I've tried the up thing, and I just don't really think it really helps me or make a difference. But when curling under, everything just lays exactly how it's supposed to go with no problem. As you can see, it just went right into form with no hesitation. And the products that I am using for my baby hairs today, I use Lotta Body foam, and then I just took some Glorilla Snot, just a tad bit, and mixed it up together just to keep the foam a little firm while doing it, because sometimes using foam, it can be all over the place and really messy. So if you take some type of gel and just mix it up with the foam, it makes it a lot easier, and that way you don't have to keep doing it over and over to get the hair to lay down with the foam. Now sometimes I do different methods, and sometimes I use just the foam, sometimes I may use freeze spray or whatever it is that I have to use. But I just thought it would be easier today to just use the foam and the gel and mix that together. And then I just took some spray to spray down that front part to make sure it's really melted. And I'm using, this is also something I sell, just a silk head scarf or headband or whatever you want to call it, to just let that sit. Okay, and I made her sit under the dryer on cool after doing this for about 20 minutes. However, before I did sit her under the dryer, I wanted to hot comb all of the hair in place. So now I'm just parting out the back of her wig to just cover up those back tracks. And the product that I am using, the wax stick that I'm using, is Care. And it is kind of on the expensive side, but Care is the only wax stick that I use because it's not really heavy. It doesn't leave residue behind. It doesn't make your hair white and just weighed down. It just really gets the job done. So after making her sit on the dryer and get all the hair into place, this is how it came out. Okay, and yeah, very, very simple and easy steps to do. Like, I love it. So thank you guys for watching. Comment and tell me more videos you would like to see and more tips you would like to know. Okay, bye. Love you guys.